Got that vaccine up inside my life. I got that vaccine and I'm feeling just right. Got vaccine in the motherfucking day. Got that vaccine and I'm gonna suck you clear. I got the vaccine, Madonna, I got the vaccine up inside my Madonna, I got the vaccine. I got that motherfucking vaccine, Madonna, I got the vaccine up inside my 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 Madonna. I got the vaccine. I got that motherfucking come on, baby, got the vaccine. I said I got the vaccine. It's a new lease on life, baby. Skipping down the damn street, no thing. I'm taking a little spit in the mouth, spit in the dick, spit in my ass, spit on your tits. You rubbing it around, getting down in this motherfucker, baby. Got a vaccinated attitude, and I'm gonna rock and roll. I put the dick in the hole. Rock and roll, I put the dick in the hole, and I got the vaccine.
That is a gentleman by the name of Mark Riboulet, and he's extremely happy about getting the vaccine. And yeah, I'm here to tell you folks that don't get the vaccine. The vaccine sucks, man. F that dude Pfizer, F Johnson, F the other Johnson. I'm sure Moderna is a huge pain in the butt, but man, that second dose really screwed me up.
Well, see, you could take the way I do things, Omar, and just get the actual virus. And,
you know what?
You won't need it. You know?
I think maybe that's the route I should have taken. I don't know. You tell me. It was only like half a day of being a little bit miserable. It was definitely miserable enough where I chose to stay home. And you know me. I love going to work. I hate missing work. But yeah. I got the second dose of the vaccine around 1 p.m. on Monday, and I felt fine till about 7 p.m. I started to feel a little like I used to listen. I don't know how it would feel to get stabbed in the shoulder or to get shot in the shoulder, but I'm pretty sure it hurts so bad that's how it would feel, because man, was my arm hurting like a mother. And then I went to sleep like around 9 o'clock, and I woke up and there was just no way I was going to work because the piercing headache I had was just out of control. And I got up and I was like, I think I could make it. I could tough it out, but I was like, no, I'm not going to be able to focus. It was that terrible. I texted Striker and Klein and the crew, and I just went to bed, and I ended up going to sleep till about 9 a.m. Still felt like crap. From like 9 to 11, I was like, oh man, what is going on? I was just lying in bed, just lounging around. And about 11 a.m. is where the body aches started kicking in, like tremendously, just hardcore. I felt like I was like an 80-year-old person. My whole body was just aching, and the fatigue started setting in around 1 p.m. and from like 1 till about 4. I just felt like ass, man. Just felt like ass. You guys heard me. We had the meeting right there when I was like, still feeling like crap, man. And it was no bueno, but it definitely, I guess, in the big picture, I'd rather have taken, the second dose and only got this amount of sick compared to, how long were you sick, Muggs?
I was feeling like absolute dog shit for almost 48 hours, 2 days. And then like for 2 weeks following, I it felt like I was in the doldrums. It was like that fog, weird chest pains. It was all bad. It was all bad. But look, Omar, now you'll think twice when you make fun of old people, because you know how it feels to be old now.
I'll still make fun of old folk. You know what? Because they're old and they're senile and they have dementia. They're not going to remember me making fun of them. Come on, Muggs.
I guess you have a point.
You know? So, yeah, that was my experience. And it's so funny because Stryker and Klein both had their second doses within a couple of weeks. I think maybe like a week and a half they had theirs, and both of them were fine. And Allie Johnson, who's the other voice on the Stryker and Klein program, also got sick, and I think she had the Moderna, and she had a terrible reaction too. Her reaction was definitely worse than mine because she ended up getting into chills, fever, nausea. For me, it was definitely just the headache was the main part, and then the fatigue and the body ache. The body aches were second. The headache, though, was just incredible. I was just like, oh my God. It felt borderline, and I've only had a migraine once in my lifetime. It felt borderline migraine crazy. Have you ever had a migraine?
Not like people do, like the really serious ones. What is is it like when you feel it like behind your eyeballs or something?
You feel it, yeah, behind your eyeballs. And for me, the one time I had it really bad, I had blurred vision. I just couldn't see straight, and it was crazy. Any form of light would affect it and make it hurt a little bit more. So I had to sit in a dark room, and it was a period in my life where I was like super stressed, and that I don't recommend. But yeah, so there was no way I was going to be able to function on Stryker and Klein, so I decided to take a sick day and kind of like recover from that. So I did, and everything was all good.
Plus, Omar,
yeah,
sore rectum and all that wasn't fun, right?
The sore rectum. I didn't have a sore rectum. Was that one of the symptoms that I could have possibly got?
I think that was one of the Moderna ones, right? You just
a sore rectum.
Oh, you know what? That's something else, Omar.
Okay.
We won't talk.
Tell me about it.
We won't talk about that.
No, I want you to tell me.
You know what?
No,
Dave's gonna be upset that I let his secret out. Never mind.
You know
it's
what?
Fine.
Dave was running a little late, but he joins us now. Dave,
what?
Yeah, he's here. Can you hear us, Dave?
Dave.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah,
Check.
He's there.
1, 2.
You're good.
My
Hey,
mic sounds nice.
1, 2, 3.
hey, Dave.
Hey.
Dave's Muggs just said that you had something, and one of your symptoms was a sore butthole.
Yeah.
A sore
That
rectum.
is true. That is correct.
what was it?
I'm guessing you're referring to the vaccine, right?
Yeah, we're talking about the bad reaction I had to the second dose. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're a pussy. I had a reaction. My penis grew 3 sizes, so now it's 6 inches.
Whoa. Wow.
Now it's 6 inches. Wow.
Good.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so watch out, lady.
That's
Or
crazy.
lady.
Yeah, so that was my kind of experience with the second dose, and
Hey, I missed it. Can you recap it real quick?
no, F you. But I did want to move on, and I wanted to ask Beer Mug because we had our meeting on 420 when I was still almost dying from the symptoms that I was suffering from the second vaccine.
Yes.
But it was 420, and the countdown clock was on Beer Mug's watch because we had the meeting. We always have them on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. And he's like, all right, guys, we have, I'll give you, we hopped on a little late. So I was like, oh, we got 16 minutes and then 13 minutes. And you kept counting down. And my question for you, Muggs, is that it's my feeling that marijuana is so readily available to everybody everywhere in the United States of America. How is 420 still a thing, or why is it still a thing? And for starters, let's break down what exactly 420 is, because 420, I think it's a huge misconception that people say that 420 is a police code for reported marijuana use. Is that correct, Muggs?
I believe that is correct.
Oh, it
Omar.
is. Oh, I didn't know. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought that was like a misconception that a lot of people had, that 420 actually stood for something else.
It is the police code for, I believe it's possession of marijuana.
Okay.
And, it's funny because growing up, I don't know if you guys remember it at all. It really wasn't ever a thing. I mean, it wasn't really.
It wasn't. It was
cool.
totally always a thing in my high school. It's all the
Are you saying,
stoners.
Really?
Dude,
Oh,
weed
yeah.
was huge,
Big,
man. What are you
big
talking
time.
about?
And for
No,
me,
no.
I wasn't a weed
weed,
smoker. I wasn't a weed smoker, but all my friends that even were even a little bit into weed were like, oh man, 420, and they would get high. Like, they wouldn't get high the rest of the year, but that specific day, they were all about it. All about it.
Huh.
Yeah.
But I don't feel it was like as like widely celebrated as it is today. Like,
Oh, of course not, man, because it's not as it's not
Right.
as legal today.
Right. So I think it's just an excuse for us potheads to just put aside one day and make it extra special.
But
because look, we smoke.
Yeah.
We smoke every day. We smoke every day of the year. There's
I heard that.
365 days of the year, and it's nice for us to just put aside one day to highlight the fact that we smoke every day.
But
so we
isn't
do
there...
it with a little more. We do it with a little more gusto, Omar. We smoke. We take the time out to remember all of those who have been persecuted for weed, who have given their life
like who?
for weed.
Like Tommy Chong and Willie Nelson, like those
man,
those folk.
Yeah.
No, Omar. Actually, there are a lot of people who are still incarcerated for selling weed.
Really?
Like even like local street dealers to the big timers who were transporting pounds and pounds, and it's legal. Which is it's funny that it's that people are still serving time. But Muggs, as a stoner, how do you feel about corporations now getting in on it? Like, I saw Cool House, do a little 420 post. Ben and Jerry's, obviously these are like Mac, so of course those are the stoner. They cater to the stoners, but there's a lot of businesses advertising to 420 to stoners and to pot smokers. How do you feel about that?
I think I can compare it to the it's like that Steve Buscemi meme where he's like rolling up and like in like a hoodie and he's holding a skateboard and he's like, "Hey, you cool kids, you guys got that skateboard stuff?" Like it's
really.
It's
I thought that would be a stoner's dream. That sounds amazing because they're catering to you and they're coming up with all these delicious flavors that a stoner would only dream of, and they're actually making it happen for you guys.
No, they're
like,
not, Omar.
Like the Jack in the Box stoner late night meals. Those are awesome.
Yeah, the munchy combo.
Those are awesome.
Guess what? I've been doing that for years. I've been making my own concoctions in my kitchen and mix and matching everything off the Jack in the Box menu.
But now it's so much easier. Just give me a munchie meal number 5. I used to make that back in the day, but now it's so much easier because you're catering to me and my stoner ass.
No, it's this things. It's like once it hits the mainstream, it's not cool anymore.
What? So are you gonna stop? Are you gonna stop smoking weed because it is in the mainstream now? You dumbass.
That's a good point. I might have to quit.
Louises.
I might have to quit. Have to quit.
Is marijuana becoming popular? A way to get Mugs to stop smoking?
Oh my god! I don't.
This is it.
Hey, why, man? If there was a cocaine day though, like, oh my lord, why isn't there that day?
Isn't that true, Omar? Isn't there a cocaine day? It ends with Y. Any day that ends with Y.
It's any day of the week. I don't think that's the case. I do. Trust me. I wish that was the case. I would be a broke dude. Hey, why do you think there's a 420 but there is no other stuff that is legal? Well, I mean mainly like booze. Why isn't there no booze day? Or do you think
have you ever heard of Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah, St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day, yeah.
So those are
Arbor Day.
I don't think Arbor Day people party.
4th of July.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
4th of July.
I go
is a drinking
hard
holiday.
on Arbor Day.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't know, man. So, what did you do yesterday, Muggs? That was so special. I know you didn't have some actual physical weed, but you had an edible, right? So what was your 420 celebration like? What did it entail?
That is correct, Omar. So immediately after we got off the phone of our Janky Town,
you couldn't get off quick enough, by the way.
I was counting down the minutes. I quickly hung up and I rushed upstairs to get my edibles because I did not have any flour on me.
Yeah,
I just did not prepare well enough for the 420 holiday. So I opened up the bag of edibles.
See how he calls it the flour? That's what the stoners call it. Oh, I didn't have any flour. Just call it weed. You F.
The leaf.
My kids the leaf.
So,
there you go, the leaf.
The sweet
God.
leaf.
So anyway, it was fun because
is that Krista talking in the background, Dave?
Yeah.
She is so loud, man. Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right, sorry,
absolutely.
Muggs. I needed to call that out because it was so loud.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So,
by the way, Muggs, your Zoom, it froze and then it hung up. If you want to try to redial, go ahead and try. Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, that's fine.
But But now I could twizzle my beard nonstop.
You're good.
No one
you're
can
good.
make fun of me.
It's so funny. Hey, Dave.
So I took.
Wait. Just so you know,
what?
Muggs has decided not to do the YouTube thing because he doesn't want to give the people of the luxury of seeing him twizzle his beard. So he was going to opt out of. Yeah, he wants to opt out of this
What
YouTube.
a dick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Alright.
If you guys treat me okay, I might decide to sign back on.
Okay.
We'll see. I don't
Who's
know.
you guys?
All right.
What do you mean by
Omar.
you guys?
You and Omar.
All right.
Who else?
Why are we ever mean to you? We're never mean to
Why
you.
do we ever mean? Okay.
Well,
Anyway.
I legitimately, literally was just yelling at him like a minute ago. So
Exactly.
Well, I mean, he might have deserved it, you know?
Right.
Okay, all right, Muggs.
Yep.
Go ahead with your celebration.
So, yeah, I took an edible. I stood in front of my mirror, and as the clock counted, I have a little digital clock in my bathroom.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You stood in front of your mirror.
I stood in front of my mirror.
Okay.
And I
Wait,
and I
hold on.
had and I was.
Were you wearing clothes?
Yeah, I was wearing clothes.
Oh,
was
I
wearing
thought you were
clothes.
like Boogie Nights, where you're like, I'm a star.
I wish.
Yeah, but he was
wish.
naked, but he was just looking at his edible. I'm a star. I'm a star.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I popped the edible exactly right when it changed from 4:19 and 59 seconds, right as it switched to 4:20 and 1 second. I'd popped the edible, and I was doing a little selfie video in the mirror so I could get like a good angle, right?
Oh, is this the video that you were gonna post or tag Janky Town on? Where all I told you, hey, it would be totally funny to tag us on your 420 video. Yeah.
Yes.
If he did one, yeah.
Yeah, so I recorded the video, and so like about 45 minutes later, I was really high, and I totally forgot to post the video. And that was my 420.
So did you have an excellent succulent meal, for your 420?
Did.
Did he? Like, what did he have? Because I know the one thing I will say about the times that I've gotten high, and I've only had a few times where it's actually been a pleasurable experience, the food tastes amazing, and you feel like you have so much room in your stomach for food when you're on weed.
Yes, I had shrimp tacos. They're very succulent. A succulent shrimp taco meal. I have this homemade hot sauce that my buddy. No offense to Tim at Liquid Cartoon, but my buddy has a competing hot sauce brand, I think.
Oh, no way!
And he makes his own, and it had passion fruit in it, which is like really hard to find apparently. But it was a very delicious salsa, and everything was the flavors were like bursting in my mouth. It was an orgy of culinary taste bud excitement.
Now, Muggs, let me ask you this. Aside from it being 420, how is that different from any other day in your life?
Well,
come on, dude.
Besides me taking the Instagram story and not posting it, there is no difference at all.
Why don't you post it? Listen, you're gonna get high an hour after 420 anyway.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Why didn't you take the edible at like 3:40 or something? So then it hits at the right time.
Yeah.
I don't plan for these things, guys. I don't plan.
You do plan.
high.
You were standing in front of the
don't.
mirror at 4:19 and 59 seconds, all naked, saying "I'm a star" and looking at your edible. I don't know. I think I got my stories confused. Oh man. That's good. Okay, good work. So 420 is still something in your life, which it boggles my mind, man. But hey, dude, more power to you if that's what you're into.
It's fun.
Live life, man. Live life.
You know what,
It's
guys?
fun.
I wanted to celebrate 422, and you know what I did? Forget to. I just forgot. That was yeah.
You got a fly on your head.
Hey, Dave, you had something that you wanted to ask us?
It's not even worth it right now.
Was it this?
You got a fly on your head.
Yep.
No, come
Yep.
on. It is worth it. What's this dumbass question you wanted to ask us?
It's really a stupid question, and you guys are gonna mock me, but I have to ask.
Okay.
Because listen, guys, who does the dishes at your place? Like, wash and put them away. Like,
I think at my
sometimes
house,
people do.
at my house, it's probably 50-50. whenever you
Okay,
know.
so you do sometimes.
I do it 50-50 or maybe even a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mugs, do you do it?
What's that? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
I'm just gonna. If I don't see him on the Zoom, then I'm just gonna ignore
You got
him.
a fly on your head.
Yeah. Well, here's my stupid question. When you're putting your dishes away, do you put them under the old dishes that are there, or do you just put them on top and restack them?
Just put
Like
them
if
on,
you get a
just
plate,
put them on top. Why, there's no reason to. Like, yeah, there's no reason to put them on the bottom. Like, what's your malfunction, sir?
Well, no, that's my point. Because I've been putting them on top. You know,
It's
like
fine.
I'm getting the bowls, and then so essentially we're just using the same ones over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that how it's supposed to be done? Or
What the hell?
Like, does it matter?
No, it doesn't
Like, I don't
matter,
know, man.
son. What's wrong
Never
with you?
put that much thought into it a lot.
Yeah, I know. It was just one thing I was doing. I was like, am I doing this wrong? Am I like adulting wrong? Because I'm putting fucking dishes on top of each other instead of using like. And then when you pull them out, I just pull on top, right? You don't pull from under. Like, dude, this is what's going on in my mind, guys. I need a job.
You do need.
Right.
You do
Yes.
need a job. You do need a job, man. That's
You
so.
do.
I need
funny.
a job, man. I'm
That's
thinking
funny.
too much.
Yeah, you're fine on this one, dude. Let me be perfectly clear on this thing. You are doing it right. Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Let me talk to a person who might be doing it wrong because Beer Mug has another story for us that involves in
Yeah.
him possibly getting in another fight. How is that even possible, Mugs?
It was
Yeah,
shocker,
it's
right?
it's one of those things where trouble follows me wherever I go. I can't avoid it.
Hey, what's the common denominator in all the situations, by the way?
Trouble.
Or who else is always there?
Trouble following.
Okay, all right.
Following me?
Let's hear the story. Hey, do you mind if Dave and I rule in favor of the other guy or you?
The other guy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So it was
The other guy. I'm
yeah,
ruling in his
yeah.
favor.
You're right. You haven't even heard the story.
Okay,
How
I
can
don't think I need to. You're so angry sometimes,
So-
Mugs.
Yeah,
Dude,
but
you
this
should smoke
time-
weed, man. I swear.
I know, right? Okay. Hey, it's
I'm
so
quitting,
funny. It's
so-
so funny that the stoner in the bunch around, between us three, is the most angry guy here.
I know. Omar, in the past 5 years, how many times have you almost gotten into a fight?
Oh man!
Like literally 5 years. Other than that one guy who asked you to mask up, with your
Well,
kids.
even at that point, Dave, I wasn't gonna get into a fight because my kids were there, so there's no
so that's
chance.
true.
There's no chance there. There
Yeah.
was no chance there.
Yeah.
In the last 5 years, I don't think there has been something in the last 10 years, Dave.
Exactly. And this is Muggs' like 5th time already this year.
Yeah, we got to send Mugs to therapy. I think it's
not my
you
fault,
know what?
guys.
We gotta get Rachel on, and maybe she could diagnose Mugs with anger issues or something. Is she that kind of psychiatrist?
I don't know. I can ask her.
Well, yeah,
but-
let's ask her, and maybe we could get Dr. Rachel Lickabethik on to diagnose Mugs. All right, Mugs,
What's
what
her
happened?
last name?
Lickabethik.
What's her last
It's like a weird name, Lickabethik, right, Dave? Isn't it
No,
something
it's
weird like that?
Iptak.
Iptic? Oh, it's like whenever I read it, I was like, what is this last name? Iptic? Okay, something like that. I was pretty close.
Jesus.
All right, Dave.
Awesome.
Not Dave.
Not-
All right,
not
Mugs.
me, Omar.
All right, Mugs. Omar.
You
No, what's wrong
Mugs.
with you? Why are you confused, Dave? Jesus Christ, Louises, man. I missed 1 week and everybody's all confused. Dave, Mugs, let's get your shit together.
Hold on. You missed 1 week, and now I'm late. Muggs is not on Zoom. He's afraid. He's quitting weed. What is going
know,
on? You
man.
cannot
I
leave
don't
us
know.
again,
All
Omar.
right, no
I
worries.
don't know.
Jesus.
Okay,
I don't know. All right.
right,
So this is
continue,
what happened.
Mugs.
This is what happened. So it happened on the road, believe it or not. Okay, I'm in the car, and I pull down. I make a right on a street. It's in Hollywood on the way back from K-Rock, and it's a narrow street. It's a two-way, but it's narrow, and I make a right, and I realize after I make the right turn, there's a cross street coming up on my left-hand side, and this guy is rolling up to the stop sign, and I see him, so I immediately pull over to make room so he can turn, right? And he fucking lays on the horn and he starts following me. He starts like, meh, meh, and like go, and I see him in my rearview mirror. He's going nuts and tailgating me. I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on? So I pull over to the side and he pulls up right next to me.
You pulled over?
Yes.
Oh my God, Muggs! You have tremendous cojones, man.
I know, dude.
If a guy is going that crazy,
it's either that or just my sheer stupidity sometimes, which probably I'll go ahead and attribute it to. But I pulled over and I was so calm, guys. I was like the most fucking calm.
Muggs, let me ask you this: Were you able to size him up in your rear view mirror where he looked like a little punk and a little scrawny guy? So that's why it gave you any kind of confidence, or did you not have any idea of this guy's size?
No, he was a big fat guy, and I could tell what kind of a guy, what kind of a man he was because he was driving a Chevy Bolt. So
I love those. Those cars
What's
rule,
wrong
dude.
with you, Mugs? You're gonna size
Those cars
up,
are awesome.
You're gonna size up a guy by the type of car he drives.
little Tic Tac box
Okay,
driving.
okay. Continue.
Anyway,
What kind of car-
but that's
what kind
that's
of car
not
do you
why
drive,
that's
Bugs?
not how I sized him up.
Oh,
I
he drives a car that small peepee guys drive.
Exactly.
You.
I don't.
You drive a total look at me
No,
car.
I don't.
What is it? It's like a
Hold on,
Charger.
no,
It's a
wait.
small PP guy.
Yeah.
It's not a Charger, first of all.
Oh, you got offended because
Oh no, that's the good one. That's the good one.
First of all, it's a Challenger, and it's the base model.
Same thing.
And there's nothing that, other than it looks like a penis, there's nothing that says small penis written on it. That's
Omar,
that's lifted trucks, okay? And I'm
not a
drive
car
lifted
guy,
trucks, man.
But
yeah.
getting a Challenger is like, instead of the Charger, is like
Right.
getting a Chrysler 300 instead of a Bentley. So
Oh wow, really?
yeah, it's
Okay.
like
That
it's
is
like
a
I
terrible
want a
compare-
Charger,
That
but I
is
can't
like-
have it. But
that
I'll
might
get
be the
Challenger
worst
instead.
comparison of the year, Dave.
No, I'm pretty sure
What?
I'm accurate since I don't know
No.
anything about cars. So
All right.
yeah, I'm gonna
That
stick with
was
it.
just.
Hold on.
Anyway.
Uh-oh.
What's happening? We might never get to the end of
My
the
mic
story.
stand came apart. Hold on. Wow, we are janky this episode. My bad. Hold on.
Is that because you bought the Chrysler 300 of mic stands when you should have bought a Bentley of mic stands?
Yeah, all
What?
those car references are lost on me. So
And your mic stand.
Yeah.
Shit was like, I'm out of here.
okay. Sorry about that. Okay, continue with your story.
It's
Mugs.
okay. So anyway, before we go off on more tangents and we finish this story in 2 hours, I pulled over and he pulls up next to me, and
That's an insane move.
Very, like, I'm kind of like, I'm cautious, like, this guy have a fucking gun or what? But still, I'm like, let's talk about it. So
Jesus.
I roll down my window and I'm very calm. I'm like, is there something wrong? That's I kind of say it like that.
There's no
He goes,
way
He didn't say it
you
like
took
that.
that tone.
There's no
I swear
way
to
he
God.
said it.
way.
I swear to God.
No way.
Ever since
Here,
I promise.
let me
ever
do Mugs.
since we no.
with you.
Ever
That was
since
him.
nope.
That was
Ever
him.
since we had the discussion, Sully called in and how he handled this guy very calmly. I've been trying to, in all aspects of my life, I've been trying to deal with adversity with a sense of calm.
Okay.
Because that's how you think better that way. You cannot think when you're yelling and you're pissed. So I say, is there a problem?
And what is this guy doing at this point?
So he goes from fucking 60 miles, like going crazy, and then
Yeah.
he goes, "Yeah, you were going kind of fast there." I go, "Going kind of fast." I'm like, 25, which I was. I wasn't speeding it. I'm like, 25 is
25.
fast,
Okay.
huh? I was like, 25 is fast, and he's like, "Yeah, you were also in the middle of the street." I'm like, "Dude, I moved over for you." Like, you're fucking, and I said, "You're fucking ridiculous." I used the F word, but I said it very calmly.
Right.
But right when I did that, he's like, "You know what?" He flew off the handle. I don't have to. I want to die today. I want to die today. Yeah.
Whoa.
I was like, he's like, I want to die today, and he proceeds to.
That's some movie stuff, man.
Yeah.
I want to die today.
Then he proceeds.
That is scary. Did you?
Then he proceeds to
Then
put
did
his
you say,
car,
go
like,
eat a couple more cheeseburgers, you fat lard, then you'll die.
Dude, I was like this guy was a nerd.
Go for a
but-
jog, you fuck.
But he fucking like when he said that, because right when he said that, he drove his car towards my car. Like he fucking like turned the wheel into it. Like,
Yeah.
Like real quick, like try to like scare me. But like what scared me is like him saying, "I want to die today. I want to die. I just don't care. I'm gonna die." And right when he said that, I was like, okay, you can do one of two things. You can test this guy and call his bluff.
Why would you do that?
Or you can test this guy and he's for real and he's going to fucking pull out a gun and just start blasting.
Was there a scene at this point, Muggs, or is it just you two still? Nobody
It's
else
just
paying
us
attention?
two.
Wow.
There's actually people walk. There's like it's a residential street. So like
Okay.
there's people walking. So I'm like, so after like the second time of, I want to die today, and him almost ramming my car.
Yeah.
I kind of just I'm still calm, but I'm like staring at him, like I'm looking into the eyes, and then I look down and I see his front license plate, and I remember his front. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna remember this license plate, just in case I need it.
Why don't you just
And then
take
I
out your
look
phone
back-
and take a picture? What, are you trying to memorize it at that point?
It was too quick, dude. It was too quick.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, and then I look back at him, and like he was giving me like crazy eyes, and I was like looking into his eyes. I'm like,
You guys fell
guy
in
might
love,
be-
huh? Because he had dreamy
guy
eyes.
might-
They started making
yeah,
out.
you looked
like-
in his eyes a lot.
I was like, this guy might legitimately be crazy.
Wow.
And then he goes, then I say, after his second, I want to die today, and me analyzing it, I go, you need help. Like very calm.
Right.
And he's like, he didn't say anything. He kind of just like looked, and you can see the craziness like glazed like out of his eyes. And he goes, you need to drive careful. And then he fucking just drove away. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? What, this guy,
I'm guessing
die?
I'm guessing that happened in a matter of minutes, right? Or maybe
it
less
was
than how well.
seconds.
Seconds,
It was
wow.
seconds. Like he, for all of a sudden, like he flew off the handle, dude. And I got to be honest, it kind of scared me. Like I was like, if this guy's legitimately crazy, I don't want to test that. So I'm like, I'll say my piece and continue with my day. It's not worth it. So anyway, yeah, I got out crazied. I definitely got out crazied for sure.
Hey, Muggs.
Yeah.
Hey, if you don't have a story for the intro, you don't have to make one up, dude. Just tell us and we'll move on. So
That's my story. What do you mean? What do you mean?
sure. I don't buy it.
Dave,
You don't buy my story?
in any world, do you see yourself getting out of a vehicle like Muggs did, though? That is.
I didn't get out.
Oh wait, you
I
see-
never got out.
Wait, you never got
I
out.
rolled
I'm not
down my-
pulling over. I'm
I
not doing
pulled
anything.
over. After he was tailgating me, I pulled over to the side of the street.
And he was behind
And
you.
he pulled up, and he was behind me, and he pulled up alongside.
Oh man,
Right?
Jesus, that's still scary.
Don't
Yeah.
you just
as
wave your
balls,
hand
man.
and go, "Hey, sorry, move on. That's it. Bye-bye."
That's
And if he keeps following you,
that's the
Normally-
move that I would have done because I don't
yeah,
want
just go like, I recognize it. My bad. Keep moving.
Well,
Especially
you know what?
on an empty street.
Let me
like, you know.
say this one thing though. If I was in my 20s, I would have probably done what Muggs did because I was
Yeah.
dumb, and I would have probably flew off the handle. But that's scary, Muggs.
It was kind of scary. And, I realized quickly, even if he was, like, using scare tactics, I didn't want to test it. I didn't want to be like...
You shouldn't.
Because
Yeah.
part of me was like, when he said, I want to die today, I wanted to say, you're not going to do shit. Like, fuck you. But like,
Jesus, the
when he
anger.
said it
Muggs
twice...
is calm, right? He said he was calm.
Yeah, you said
was like,
Why didn't you offer him a hug?
yeah.
That would have helped.
That would have
Hey,
been good.
man. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me give you a hug and make
That
your
would've
day
been good.
better.
The guy
But it was
like,
crazy.
grabbed his ass and went like,
But,
"Yeah,
like-
let me stick a finger in there, and then you can look into his eyes while you're putting his finger into your butt." Like,
It was awesome. It was.
What is happening right now?
I don't know. That's Dave wanted me to like. That's the story he wanted me to tell.
All right,
He wasn't
yeah,
satisfied because there's no
That was really
homoerotic
good.
Let's not do
details in
that.
it.
All right.
Anyways. It's sweater time already.
Hit the ground. We can get the janky poppin', that's a sound. We make your frown go upside down. It's getting janky, we the greatest pound for pound. What up, Muggs? What up, Dave? What up, O? What up, James? What up, Muggs? What up, Dave? What up, O? What up, James? It's getting janky. It's getting janky. It's getting janky. I love it when we jank around. It's getting janky. It's getting janky. It's getting janky. I love it when we jank around.
Janky Town.
That's right. This is Janky Town. Thank you so much for listening. This is episode number 36. And if you ever want to get at us, the Jank line number is 855-JANKY69. And also, the emails, we love when you email us. The email address is jankytown69@gmail.com. And I got to thank you guys first thing for holding it down last week because I was unavailable because, 16 stations take a drink. I was extremely busy. So thank you for holding it down and doing an episode without
shout
me,
out to
man.
Muggs for leading. You know, that was cool.
Yeah, we
Nice.
did a little. Well, maybe in case you haven't heard episode 35, I won't ruin it. But I do have two. In case anybody's listening out of order. You know? I don't know.
Listen, you jackass. Nobody's listening out of order.
Oh.
I will say one
All right.
thing though is that I won't flat out say what you did, but I did get a couple of very funny Instagrams. They're like, "Oh no," and then I get another one saying, "God damn, Muggs."
Muggs, it was a good one, man.
Yeah.
What he
I got
did. So
yeah,
episode
I got
35,
Dave.
check it out.
I got Dave really well. I do want to make some corrections from last episode, however, including from this episode. But last episode, I was talking about the Dodgers and Dodger Stadium and all the new renovations, and I had said that Dodger Stadium was the second oldest ballpark behind Fenway, which is not true. Dodger Stadium is the third oldest ballpark behind. I think it's
guess?
either.
Can I guess?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it Wrigley?
Yes. Yeah. Wrigley, I think is the oldest, and then Fenway, and then Dodger Stadium. So I wanted to come correct with that. And then number
dick,
two.
Listen, listen, Muggs. If
Yeah.
Jankytown, if people don't come to Jankytown for misinformation,
Yeah.
they come for the facts, man.
That's
so
true.
We gotta make sure that we're on point and
know.
give nothing but facts. So what else did you fuck up last week?
Exactly. Why do you think I'm doing this? And then nothing else from last week, but this week, Omar
fucked
just
up already
had
this
asked me what 420 was, if it was indeed the police code for marijuana. Wait, it is not. It is not. It is. It is essentially. They think it came from.
Hitler's birthday. Hitler was a huge stoner,
not-
and they're all like, "Oh, you know what, dude? Hitler was such an awesome guy. We're gonna toke it up with Hitler 420, baby." Right?
Well,
He's the one who invented
not-
Puff Puff Pass.
Yeah,
and then,
you know,
like, all
you-
right.
no, but it was like goose step pass back in the day. That's how it was, right, Muggs?
dude, imagine.
no, I don't want to
Hitler's-
imagine.
Imagine Hitler's speeches like on like free edibles, like
my
how like
God.
more chill they would be. Anyway,
I don't want to imagine that.
no, it says that the term 420 originated at San Rafael High School in 1971 when a group of a dozen people who called themselves the Waldos met up to smoke marijuana at 4:20 p.m. every day.
Oh, I do
And
remember
rather
hearing
than
this.
rather than announce they were going to get high, they used the code 420. So who knows where the actual meaning came from?
Okay.
But there you go.
Yeah, I do
There you go.
remember. I do remember hearing that for a little bit. I forget where.
So that's I guess that's the reason.
Okay.
And that was our
Waldos?
correction segment.
yeah. Hey,
Correction.
You better come corrected.
I want to talk to you guys about this. This part of the world I really don't know much about, and it has to do with like the UFC and boxing world, and it has a little bit of WWE to it, and it's the Triller Fight Club that is kind of taking off, and Jake Paul is he is the premier fighter in that. Is it a league?
I mean,
What is
so
it?
far, it's there. Look, Triller. You know what? First of all, do you know what Triller is?
I have no idea. It's
Because
Thriller
this is
without
Triller. Chill the night.
Muggs, do you know what Triller is?
It's essentially like a streaming network, right? With like action sport. No, okay.
Wrong.
What is it?
Do you know what TikTok is?
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
it's an app where people dance and be all
Yes.
stupid.
Yeah.
Well,
And
think
become
of it
famous
as the
for
challengers of TikTok, like the Beer Mug's car of TikTok, right? It's the lower version of TikTok.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
it's so like people make dance videos or like it's exactly the same thing as TikTok, right? So they wanted to branch out and they decided to start a fight club, and the first one was with Jake Paul, and yeah, it did business for him, and so this is I think the third one now.
Now, let me ask you about Jake Paul, and I know you're going to know who this guy, and you're going to have a little bit of background information on him, because I really don't have any idea who this guy is. Hey, Muggs, welcome to the YouTube. I really don't have any idea who this guy is. The only thing, and this is very unfair of me, and this is based on nothing, just the little clips I've seen him on the internet and on TMZ. I hate this guy with the passion of 1,000 suns. I just hate him to death. I don't know anything about him. He's a YouTube guy, right?
He is a YouTuber. He is the brother of Logan Paul, who is a huge YouTuber as well. But Jake is a big YouTuber in his own right. And Logan is the one who, remember, went to the Japanese suicide forest and put up a video of
what
a
a
dead
dick.
body and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah.
I think both of them were there. So,
Right.
so there are these big, huge, like, I would say, like, top of the league YouTubers. And, I think that's part of the attraction to this is once they started this boxing thing, people want to see him get beat up, you know? Like,
Really?
Logan started it first, actually.
Oh, okay.
You know, and he fought this guy called KSI, and I remember I streamed it, and I was like, I can't believe I'm watching this. And, dude, but it sold out like an arena. I forget what arena it was, but it was a sold-out arena, and it's crazy how many people went to go see this, and this was Logan Paul and KSI, and Logan Paul lost that fight, but you know that was a little good boxing. And now,
So let me
Jake
ask you
Paul
about. Let me
decided
stop
to
you there.
fight-
Let me stop you there.
Yeah.
Was it a legitimate fight where you could see that both KSI and Logan tried? Like they trained and they tried. You know what I mean?
Yes, and listen, I'm not going to take credit away from any of these guys who train and try, right?
Right.
But the Logan Paul and KSI at least were better fights. Where Jake Paul, I think it's just like a show. But should we talk to someone who actually bought the fight?
Yeah.
Because
Before we go down that road, I still have a couple of more questions that I want to ask you guys, because I had no information and I had no idea and I didn't have any particular take until I did a little bit of research. And I saw the clips. So to me, and you could tell me if I'm not mistaken. So this is a big.
Yeah.
Now it's not just a boxing match, right? It's a show. Like the Black Keys performed, Ice Cube performed, and Snoop Dogg performed. Was that like a thing?
It was called Mount Westmore with Snoop Dogg, E40, Ice Cube, and I forget who else. But I didn't see it. But Saweetie performed, Doja Cat, and Justin Bieber. And mind you, these aren't.
These are A-listers.
These are A-listers.
You have to pay millions of dollars to get these folk.
Yeah, Diplo, Major Lazer, all these people performed.
So let me ask you. So I saw the clip of the fight, and the fight lasted maybe 54 seconds. The guy who Jake Paul was fighting, what is his name?
Ben Askren.
Ben Askren seemed so out of shape and so out of it, like he wasn't even a seasoned fighter, in my opinion. I don't know who Ben Askren is, but he didn't seem like he belonged in the ring with Jake Paul. He looked slow, and he just didn't look like he could even keep up with Jake Paul. With that said, that punch that Jake Paul threw, in my opinion, and I am not a sports guy. I'm a novice when it comes down to this kind of sport. You guys have way more experience seeing these fights. To me, the novice, it really did seem like the guy threw the fight, because that was a weak-ass punch, and it seemed like he was already flying backwards before the dude even hit him.
Listen, Muggs will know this because he watches UFC, and you kind of know some people in UFC, right?
A
Like
little
the
bit,
big
yeah.
guys.
Well, like I haven't been around yet.
Have you heard of a guy named Robbie Lawler?
Robbie, yeah, it sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, so this guy Robbie Lawler is a brawler, right? And like he throws haymakers and punches really hard. This dude Ben Askren fought him, and Robbie Lawler I think beat his ass. But there's a video clip of Robbie Lawler on the floor just punching Ben Askren's face, and Ben Askren's fine.
He
like
could take a punch.
He's taking punches and he's trying to fight back and stuff. How is it that one punch drops him and he's done? And he got up. To his credit, he got up, and then the ref's like, "Oh no, you're unable to."
By the way, again,
dude,
the ref, it was
such
bogus.
BS.
It was bogus. Yeah.
Yes.
Let me ask you this,
and
because when the guy didn't even get punched on the quote unquote button. You know how there's a button, and even if you get tapped a little light, but you're a professional boxer, if you get hit on that button, sure, it's lights out, but then you could see it in the boxer's face. This just like, you guys agree with me, it seemed a little bit set up, right?
Listen, the whole thing to me now, it seems like WWE entertainment.
Right.
And listen, if that's the route they're gonna go, more power to you. They're charging people $59.
It's crazy.
Per pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And people are buying it, right? But if that's the route you're gonna go, dude, listen to what they had, right? They had Pete Davidson backstage doing interviews. They had a slap fight with Ric Flair hosting.
Oh, did he go?
Woo! He probably did. I didn't watch it, so yeah. And then he had all these performances from these major artists, and then they had legit boxing matches. But then they had someone like Frank Mir, who was a MMA fighter, in a boxing match against a boxer. And at that point, you're like, okay, so he's trying out boxing for the first time. And not to take away anything from Frank Mir and his boxing skills, because again, I did not see it, but
right.
he lost by decision, so I'm sure he's not that good. So how good can that boxing be? So are you just watching Frank Mir box? Are you paying $60 to watch an undercard of Frank Mir box some dude?
Now,
then the main event of Jake Paul and Ben Askren?
So is this
like, you just want to see him get his ass kicked, and then it doesn't happen, and you're like, oh, great. And the next one, you're gonna buy it again.
So is this a sanctioned, like, there's the I think it's the WBA, the World Boxing Association. Is this a sanctioned like organization where they have weight classes and belts and stuff already, or is this where it might head? No, they don't have any of that. So this is all just for show.
No.
Okay. No, I have two more.
It's an exhibition. It's considered an exhibition, just like
it.
Mike Tyson fighting again.
Right.
It's an exhibition, right?
Got it.
So
this
is what this is.
So this is, they announced. I don't know if it was today or earlier in the week, that Diplo is going to box in the next one. What are your thoughts on that?
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They announced that Diplo is going to be a boxer now, dude. Like, what do you think of that? So it's just more for show.
I don't want to see my boy Diplo get hurt, so I hope this is a rumor.
Okay.
You know what this is? This
Yeah.
is just the new celebrity boxing. I mean, they've been doing celebrity boxing for decades, right? Like since probably the early 2000s.
Yeah,
with,
but
like Screech. But this, and the thing is like, you think Ben Askren, an MMA guy, is going to have no problem boxing Jake Paul, but in reality, Ben Askren was never a striker, never a boxer. His main thing was wrestling.
Yeah.
And Jake Paul has actually been training for boxing now. To say that he's like the best, in the world is, whoa, that is a stretch. But also, he does have a little bit of skill, but he's not fighting guys that are trying to come up in the ranks. He's not putting in his time.
Right.
I mean, look, if you spent $59 on that and you were pissed afterwards, that's your fault.
Hey,
I mean,
did Freddie
no
Roach
for me.
train Jake Paul?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, so maybe we'll ask our listener Kirk here. And the final thing before we get Kirk on here, who is our Janktown listener who actually paid cash money to see this fight, and we want to
paid for it.
Yeah, we want to see how he felt about it. I am leaning towards how Beer Mug feels about Snoop Dogg, because Snoop Dogg is one of the announcers, and I guess he's going to become the regular announcer for these fights. And
But I like Snoop Dogg as an announcer.
Okay, you
don't?
Okay, maybe you
I do.
Okay, but you didn't pay for this, and you didn't hear this audio that I'm going to play
I
for you.
did not know.
Let me play this for you, and I want you to give me your take on Snoop Dogg being an announcer for these fights because wow.
He ain't been out there fighting like a 1940s fighter with that old ass style.
Yeah.
He going to change that style up. That's that.
Come on,
old
man.
ass.
Jake Paul being a lot more disciplined than I thought.
Yeah, that's the style
Jake.
that fighters used to use in the 1930s. He going to change that shit up.
Oh, there's a left hook on the top of the head by Paul.
Bang.
Shit,
Shot
dude.
to the
Body
body.
shot to them ribs. Bang. Right to the motherfucking
Dude,
head.
he's a fucking bad boy, dude.
He is. Jake, get down. I try
Jake's
to tell
a
you.
bad boy.
You think I'm going to put $2 million on a motherfucking goofball? What the fuck? Shit.
It's something about them cursing that also bugs me. I think they should be a little bit more professional. That kind of annoys me, and I don't know if this is their shtick, and maybe that's what it is.
That's exactly what it is, dude.
Yeah.
It was so unprofessional. All the tweets, because I followed it along on Twitter and stuff.
Okay.
Everything was saying the production was janky. Everything was janky.
Okay.
You know, like they're the janky town of events, essentially.
Oh,
you know,
man.
where they're just like, we'll wing it and just we'll set something up and then just go along with it.
All right, and well, we're gonna
Yeah,
hear.
but hold on.
Okay.
The difference between that, Dave, them and us, is they think they're good.
Do you think so? I
Dude.
think Snoop's just having fun.
Jake
let's
Paul,
call Kurt. Let's get his take on it.
I think Snoop is just a big payday for Snoop because listen, continue to listen to this clip.
Jake Paul sparred with former world champion Jean Pascal and
Get my
also
money,
cruiserweight
Jake. Get my
contender.
motherfucking money, Jake. Get my motherfucking money, Jake. Get my motherfucking money, Jake. Get my motherfucking money, Jake. Get me my motherfucking money, Jake. Finish him.
One more time, Snoop.
Finish him. Finish him. Finish him. Finish him.
What a
Finish him.
And this one is over. Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
has finished off
Jake motherfucking Paul.
to remain
Give me my money, Jake.
That was
Give
an
me my
early
money.
stoppage.
Give me my $2 million. $2 million motherfucking dollars, nigga. $2 million, cuz on the set. On the set.
Yo, this
$2
dude
million.
is lit,
$2
dude.
million, cuz.
In under
On the
a minute,
set.
Jake Paul has
Knocked
won
his
down
ass
Ben Askren.
It's over.
I think I'm out on Snoop, guys.
All right. Well, the reason,
yeah.
and just for clarification,
Yeah.
the reason why he keeps saying $2 million, because supposedly he bet Dana White that Jake Paul would win, and then Dana White is now like saying, "Oh, we never had a bet. This is stupid."
Oh,
And-
no, are you
and
serious?
Jake Paul. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Jesus! All right, we're gonna call Kirk, and we have some questions for him.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's happening, man? How are
Janksta
you?
Kirk.
Kurt.
Hey, what's happening?
So I put out a tweet after all this Jake Paul BS happened, or from JankyTown69, where you can find us on Twitter, and I wrote, "Who watched that bullshit tonight?" And then someone responded, "I did, and regret paying Triller. The most trash and bullshit fight, rigged as fuck. The only thing I enjoyed was watching Snoop and Ice Cube do their thing." And that's our boy Kirk, who we have on the phone. So Kirk, first question: why did you buy this?
It was a Saturday night. I got off work, and I had no idea what I was getting into buying Triller Fight Club. I just wanted to see some fights with some people from work, and we had a couple brews. But, dude, it was such a shit show from the beginning. I thought it was going to start with broadcast announcers hyping up the fight and talking about each camp. But it turned out to have a skit with Snoop Dogg, and he was like in our office, hanging out, talking to a distorted voice.
Oh man!
And he said that he doesn't make any business deals if he doesn't see his person's face. So the guy turns around and it's Urkel,
What?
and I'm like, dude, what the freak am I watching?
Oh my God!
Was he pushing his
So it's-
purple Urkel?
Yeah, Purple Urkel.
Oh.
Is that a euphemism for?
No, that's his weed line, Mugs.
Oh,
Yeah. So he's
Kurt,
selling Coronas and he's selling weed.
yeah. There was free UFC on ESPN that night too, right?
Yeah, I did. I switched back and forth with the performances because the performances were way too long. I mean, it was cool listening to the Black Keys after the skit, but it lagged on too long, man. It was like a 30-minute performance, and I was like, when am I going to see some boxing?
Wow. So
I didn't watch it, Kirk, but it seemed to me that there was more performances than there were actual fights. Is that true?
If you can even call them fights. I mean, the first fight was with what's his name? It was Raekwon, who's a reggaeton artist.
What?
With a
Raekwon the Chef, the rapper?
No. It was Joe Forerunner, who's a billionaire, and he took a 4-year break, so he did some boxing.
Jesus.
Versus Raekwon, who's a reggaeton artist, and it was his pro debut. He never fought ever, and they were fighting over a girl.
What is going on?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
So hey, Kirk. So did this? None of us saw it. So did this kind of make you feel like you were watching the WWE/WWF? Like, did it have that kind of feel to it?
I got that vibe, and not only that, they didn't even show the beginning of the first round. They cut the first round to Mario Lopez saying "What's up" to Pete Davidson. And I was like, "What is this?" It was very unprofessional.
Oh my God!
Disorganized. Everybody was high. Ugh.
So do you think that this is just made for, for the lack of a better term, the millennials who kind of like that vibe? It's a very YouTube-y DIY vibe that I'm getting from how you're describing it. Do you think this will succeed because of that?
It will probably succeed. There's a lot of celebrities pulling in for this. I mean, the fact that it had Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, E40, Too Short, and then it had they had Mount Westmore. I guess that's their new super rap group. There's a lot of celebs. Jake Paul has money in this. A lot of people have money on this.
Wow, that's crazy. So how much were you out for after this?
What's that?
How much did you spend on this?
$50.
$50, man.
Yeah.
Ouch.
But it was sort of worth it.
I would call my credit card company.
It was sort of worth it.
I would call my credit card company and dispute that right away.
So, hey, Kirk, was there anything that you enjoyed from this night? Like, was there anything like the slap boxing, Pete Davidson backstage, Mario Lopez, Oscar De La Hoya on cocaine doing an interview? Was there anything that you were like, okay, that was fun?
Oscar De La Hoya going off, uncensored, saying everything, baby.
Oh, wow, man, that's crazy,
dude. Calling Steve Cunningham USSR, baby. Like, I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, he seemed pretty lit. He seemed fucked up.
So, be honest with me. If they put on another one and they said that Diplo's going to box in the next one and they're going to give Jake Paul a break. So Diplo's going to be the main fighter in the next one, and then Jake Paul is going to be on the second one from this one. And they have, they put on a good show like they did with all these A-list bands and stuff. Is there any chance that you will put money down on the next fight? Or are you out?
No way.
You're out.
No
Okay. All right. No. All right, dude. Well, thanks a lot for taking the time. Hey, by the way, how long were you a listener of Kevin and Bean? And tell us a little bit about your background and how you got listening to probably the B Team and then Janky Town.
Dude, so I grew up in Fullerton, and I went to Kramer Middle School, so I kept listening to Kevin and Bean early in the morning when I get dropped off.
Nice.
Psycho Mike and Lisa May, and then throughout high school and college, and then when you guys came into the group, it was pretty, I don't know, it was pretty funny.
Cool,
I went to the double D December.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it was really cool. And then when you guys went off the air, it sort of saddened me, but it's nice to have you guys back.
Oh, man. Well, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate you listening. And, man, if you would tell, a buddy or two about Janky Town Podcast, we would really appreciate it.
Definitely. And Beer Mugs, hey, I'm named after 2 Dodger players from the 1988 Dodgers.
Yeah!
Kirk Hamlin
and John Shelby, my middle name.
Oh,
Wow, hardcore
Shelby.
Dodger
Your parents
fan.
are good people. Your parents are fantastic people.
Awesome, Kirk,
100%.
dude.
I
Thanks,
love it.
Thanks for taking the time, dude. Have a good day.
You too, man.
All right, dude, take it easy.
Thanks, Kirk.
see you, Kirk.
Can't believe he freaking laid $50 down for that. But by the way, though, the way it sounds, if you like, if you like that kind of thing, that is right up people's alleys, guys. It's just not
I
our
love
thing.
shit.
It's
I
just
love
not our
shit.
thing.
I love hot, steamy piles of fucking disasters,
Yeah.
and that just didn't. My buddy Chris, he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna get the Jake Paul whatever fight." I'm like, I had no interest in it.
Right.
Zero. It just didn't from the jump. It was just bad. Here's the thing that it's stupid. It kind of like pisses me off. Jake Paul renting out Versace's mansion in South Beach and celebrating like he just won a world fucking title.
Oh my
Give
God.
me a break.
That sounds
dude.
awesome. What are
me
you
a
talking
fucking-
about? Can I
Dude,
go?
It's just
Can I be his friend?
and,
Hey, can I be his friend? Because he's loaded. He has a lot of money.
Dude, did you see the video of that on TMZ? Like they're
No.
partying in Versace's mansion, and it's just so sad. All these fucking
how is that sad? It sounds awesome.
All these hanger-ons of this fucking pseudo celebrity YouTube
Hey,
star.
you were
who's
a
now
hanger-on
boxer.
of Dan Babrizian or whatever his name was. Remember when
I
you
was
went
a
to that
hanger-on
party?
of Dan Babrizian.
Yeah.
I was invited through their PR company because he
Yeah.
launched his
the
weed company that I don't
invitation
see any of in
said
Southern
on it,
California.
"Hey, if you want to be a hanger-on at this party, please show up." And you had a blast.
Hanger-
But did you have a
It
blast at
just
that
is
party?
I had a great time. It was fantastic.
It's the same thing, Muggos. It's the same thing. Those people are
It
having
was
the
just- but
time of their lives, man. Even
but
if they are
it-
the
like the-
hanger-ons.
it was just so sad. They're just adoring him, and it's just you guys need to find, you need to look within yourselves and it's just if people are looking up to this guy as the next great fucking thing.
I don't think they're looking up to him as the
I don't
next
think so,
great boxer,
yeah.
but he is. And I will say this, and I hate the guy based on nothing, and I have to give him credit because he knows how to build hype and he knows how to entertain people because this is what he's doing. He's entertaining
He's
a
the
lot of
ultimate
people.
troll. He's the ultimate troll who people want to see get beat up, and he's cashing.
But not only that,
guess what?
Dave, a lot of people adore this guy. A lot of people are rooting for him.
I
He's
don't
never
see it.
gonna
But
get
Wait,
beat
you
up.
don't see
He's
it?
never gonna
Doesn't
get
he
beat
have
up.
like a bajillion of followers on YouTube? Of course he has a bunch of
Yeah.
fans that want to see him succeed. How can you say he doesn't?
I'm just saying I don't see anyone who's watching this. I'm talking about Triller Fight Club for him to win. You know what I mean? Like everyone who's watching it and talking about it wants him to lose, and I think
He's never
that's
gonna
where-
lose.
And it's true because I think
Because
it's
he's
all
just gonna
rigged for
fight
him.
people. Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
fight people that they don't
But-
have boxing skill.
Yeah, Omar. After hearing all the talk about it, do you think you'll get the next one?
I wouldn't pay for it. I'm gonna go. I will watch it. It sounds like something I would watch, but I would watch it for free. I don't pay for UFC or any of that nonsense, man. Hey,
Mugs. How about? Yeah.
I mean,
This
if it
is
was
like oh hold on, Mike, just real quick though. This sounds like something that I would be totally into though because I would want to like no Dave, like you said, I would want to see him potentially get his ass beat. But now that you guys, the way I'm understanding it a little bit more, it is totally like Mug said, Jake Paul will never lose because this is a whole scripted soap opera deal like WWE is.
I don't know.
But
It
Muggs,
depends if Jake Paul is the fucking main card or whatever the fuck they're calling it. Never. I have no interest. I have zero interest in him, his brother. I just don't care. And it's not me hating. Good for them. I hope they make all the money in the world. That's fucking awesome. I
Okay.
wish I could, but it just they don't appeal to me, and nor what he's doing.
How-
if he was a real amateur boxer coming up in the ranks, actually proving himself, then you have an underdog story, or then you have somebody to root for. He's just doing it for fucking for
Okay, Muggs. What if
notoriety.
Ronda Rousey was gonna battle that TikToker girl that you hate? Would you watch that?
Dude, I would buy 3 satellite boxes and buy them on all 3. I'd spend $150 on it.
Well, Muggs, good to know. Good to know because Charlie and what was the other one? Her
don't
sister were a part of this Triller Fight Club.
Were they really?
There. Yeah, they were there
Yeah,
doing
no
whatever they
surprise,
do.
no
I
surprise.
think just be there. So
Yeah.
I think Muggs is gonna get the next one, and we should all go to his house and party. Make him pay for it.
All right, Dave, tell me a little bit about the Coven and how they contacted you and why they left a bunch of calls on the Jank line, because I couldn't make heads or tails of these calls because they're kind of out of nowhere for me, but put it into context for the people.
Yeah. So I get this message a couple weeks ago about how Janky Town, from listener Rachel, about how Janky Town is bringing people together. And you know Callie, who's a frequent caller to the Jank line?
Yeah, she's in Hawaii.
Janky 69. Yeah, she's in Hawaii. She was in town in OC, and I guess she wanted to meet up with the Coven, and they did. They all met in Anaheim.
Wait.
They got a hotel room.
What?
And partied, right? They got together because of Janky Town.
Wait, so it was Kelly, Rachel, and Geometric Bananas.
She couldn't make it, but
okay.
Kylie?
Yeah.
Kaylia went, and so
Kylie.
all of them went to go party.
Yeah, no way.
And then so they reached out and they invited me, and I was at a touch of Disney at the moment, about to almost die.
Okay.
And so I couldn't make it, so I said, hey, why don't you invite Beer Mug? And they were like, yeah, we should invite Beer Mug. So I guess they did reach out to Beer Mug, and I guess Muggs couldn't make it, right?
Yeah.
And I guess
I had my kid, and then I got a very angry message from them.
Did he really on your
I
social?
got a voice. No, I got a voicemail.
Oh, because
Kylie-
Kaylee has your
Kylie.
whatever.
Yeah.
I can never get her
So,
name right. She has your cell
here-
phone number, right? Oh yeah, play
Here
it.
it is, right
yeah.
here. Yeah. Let me put it on speaker.
Muggos, it's the Coven. Where are you? Hang out with us. Come party in Anaheim. We'll give you a free therapy session. We know you need it. In Coven edition of Cheers with Mug. We want Cheers with Beer Mug. And get very high. We love you, Muggos. Bye.
See, that would have been fun. I would have done that, but like last minute on a Saturday, I had my kid.
Yeah, no, we
I
totally
couldn't-
get
I couldn't
it.
do it. You
Yeah,
know,
so
I would have done it.
Yeah, I get
Little heads
but I
up
guess
next time,
they
you know?
they didn't, I guess, like that too much. So I guess they started calling the Jank line, because I just got a text that said, "Oh, we just called the Jank line, and you better listen to it." And I guess it was more than one.
Oh
So-
yeah,
you have those?
it was several. I have those, and here's the first one. And this is their error, but they call back and they blame the stupid machine. So this is how this goes here.
Hey, this is the Coven calling.
And then they get cut off because they're probably just having such a good time, right? So they call back.
This is the Coven calling. First of all, can you fix your janky ass phone? Jesus,
Yeah.
Jesus. We're calling to file a grievance. We are all located in the Orange County area and have invited you guys to hang out at our Janky Town hotel party.
Except Omar, no offense, you have a family and you're like really far away. So,
I mean,
yeah, you're understandable.
we didn't call you because like we love you, but like Mug, David Mug, what else? Fuck you guys.
Dave, you're a mile away. Fuck you. Anaheim right now. We're like, you can walk here probably. Fuck you.
Yeah, bitch, you were right there.
I was literally down the block from them.
Oh man,
So that was it, though, right? That was it.
They called back.
What up, Kel? Oh, what up, Ray? Oh, what up, Kai? Oh, what up, Cub?
Hey man, I appreciate the fact that our Janksters are hanging out together and having a good time. This brings me extreme joy, man. This is great. I love this.
Because we're Janky Town. That's what we do. We bring people together. We bring the masses from across the nation together, red or blue, together.
They called back.
That's what I'm saying.
Here's the next one.
More?
Hey, it's the Coven calling again.
Fuck you.
Yeah, Mug. Mug, you know, we offered you marijuana. We offered you beverages. We offered you content. We offered you
pizza. Yep. and 3 girls in bikinis. Yeah, we had a hot tub. We had a pool.
Whoa.
I mean,
Mugs, dude, Mugs. Whoa, what about that, dude? You could have had a Janksta threesome, it sounds like, dude.
Like I said, had I had a little more heads up,
all right,
I could have better prepared.
Ladies,
and planned.
next time,
and then you could have had 3 more kids, Mugs. Yeah.
Next time, ladies, give Beer Mug a heads up, and then maybe he'll give you his heads up, if you know what I mean. So, all right, that same
No,
call.
what do you mean? What does that mean? I don't get it.
That same call continues.
I just wanted to eat pizza, but we wanted to do cheers with Mugs in the cup.
I think she just said I wanted to eat some butt. I'm not sure if that's. Okay, I'm gonna play that part again.
Eat your butt.
Let me see. Let's see.
Oh my God, this is getting wild.
I just wanted to eat pizza, but
Yeah, I think she wanted to eat your butt, Mugs. Look, listen, listen. Is that what it says?
I just wanted
Get
to
in
eat
line.
pizza, but
Wait. Here.
I just wanted to eat pizza, but
I don't know. It sounds like she wanted to eat your butt.
in the coven. So
And you couldn't even do us the dignity of responding to us directly to say that you couldn't make it. You have to go through your little bitch boy Dave. Then when we call you out for going through Dave, you answer immediately, asshole. Yeah. Fuck you.
we still love you. Bye.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
They call back.
So
Hey, Mug. It's Kelly. You never text me back. I just really wanted to hang out.
Oh man.
I'm only in town for another week.
Poor
I have
Kelly.
weeks. Just let me know, okay? Bye.
Man, okay. And there's another call here.
Hey guys, this is Daniel in Anaheim. New listener here. Just wanted to call in and say I recently discovered the show and love what you guys are doing. Would you mind giving me a little background on each of your next episodes? Actually, I've never even heard of the show. What is it called? Cranky Town? Anyway, the Coven put me up to this.
Okay, and you
I
would
bet
think
that guy's a new listener now, though.
Yeah,
I bet he's a new listener.
And you would think that would be the end of it, right? And I love the way
it has to be.
I love the way all these phone calls kind of lay out the entire night, because they were just all having a good time at first, and then they kind of like you see where everything climaxed, and they got in a little depressed stage where the party was gonna get over, and then they got this guy to call in for them, and then the final call is this.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck getting new listeners now. Did you?
They're so wasted. You hear all that laughter?
I think they're laughing, thinking that we're gonna get new listeners.
Oh my god,
and that's hurtful.
That is hurtful.
That's very hurtful,
man.
Coven.
Yeah. So if you guys want to reach out, call the Jank line 855-Janky69, and do what they did. Make fun of us. That was hilarious. But hey, if you guys want to get together before we're going to be able to get together in IRL. Before, when COVID's over, do it, as long as you're all vaxxed up, and, sooner rather than later, we're going to do a live party. I think we might even do one before our 69th show, depending on how things open up, because when we originally said, oh yeah, let's do it on our 69th show, we didn't know how, we're stupid, and we didn't know, we didn't do math right. We didn't know it was going to be so far. Yeah, so far in the future. So, but we are planning a Zoom, and we're going to do a Zoom party very, very soon. Dave came up with a very, very fun idea that we'll probably announce next week, and we'll do that. Yeah, for sure. So I think that'll be fun. But Coven, thank you. Love you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are super fun, and F you all too. Okay, we want to get into the last thing is we have a lot of these stories in pop culture right now, and man, we have opinions on all these, and some of these make me furious, but Dave is always on the case. He is Dave, the pop culture vulture. What you got for us, Dave?
Well, it's been a busy week, so I'm just going to read you the headline and kind of give you a synopsis of what's going on.
Okay.
Because I didn't have time to read the whole story.
No worries.
The headline
Dave's very busy.
Yeah.
When can you order the BTS meal at McDonald's? All right, BTS meal. That sounds dope, right?
Listen,
until let's figure out. Hold on, BTS, fine, they're dope, they're huge. You can understand.
Okay, let me stop you there because I've seen the BTS guys. Okay, have you seen their skin? Have you seen their bodies? They're fit guys. There's no way they know what
they're
McDonald's
Their skin is perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah. So here's and if this is like anything in the past, like Travis Scott and J Balvin, it's their meal, what they eat.
Is it
right?
Belvin or Balvin?
Dave, it's
J
Balvin.
Oh, okay.
Balvin.
Okay, I always get
It's
mixed
Balvin,
up.
but
it's Balvin,
no, it's
right?
Balvin, but to Dave, it's Belvin.
Okay, got it. Okay, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
All right. So this BTS meal is gonna include a 9 or 10 piece chicken McNugget, sweet chili and Cajun dipping sauces, as well as medium famous fries and a medium drink.
Is it going to include Krista in the background?
So it's a number fucking 10. What'd you say?
Is it going to include Krista in the background?
Oh, probably, yeah. But that's it. It's a fucking chicken nugget meal.
That's so weak sauce. Except for the sauce.
That's what they're going to come up with.
It's so weak sauce except for the sauce. The sauce is the only interesting part of it.
Yeah, the sauce is going to be dope. And that's what I'm saying. It's just like, they're going to make so much money because the BTS army is going to just overwhelm McDonald's. So if you could buy McDonald's stock right now, get it. Because it's going to go up because the BTS army
Let me ask you about the BTS guys and the BTS music, which I feel is just blah. Why and how are they so huge?
Well, I don't know. It's because the K-pop feel like I don't know. They're just the biggest. Their fan base is
huge.
One of the craziest fan bases I've ever seen in my life. Right?
I don't get it.
Anything.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Do you know any of their songs?
BTS Army. That's DJ Omar Khan and Jonathan Bierman. I'm down with BTS. So yeah. But listen, you listen to their music and they're fine. Like
it's
generic
pop.
I don't.
Sing one of their
it's not
songs.
for me. But like, dynamite. Come on, we're gonna go to the Santa Monica Boulevard. That's one of them. That's Dynamite. That's the biggest hit. It's huge.
It's crazy.
So, but yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're a fan of BTS. Get ready.
Oh, yeah, congrats to those guys, man. They need more money.
All right, man. You guys know who Ashley Graham is?
Yeah, she was on the cover of the Sports Illustrated issue once, the swimming suit issue, and she's a plus-size model, right? Very attractive lady.
Yeah. Well, this is the headline. Ashley Graham explains her revealing Instagram photos. I don't post myself half naked to get the likes. Okay.
Listen, Ashley Graham. Listen. You 100% are doing it for the likes, okay? Listen, if you are trying to tell me that you're posting all these images of you half naked because you want girls who are younger to have body positive images or, a body positive image, you are 100% wrong because what you are saying is that you want people of the girls to pose half naked on Instagram. Doesn't that send a hypocritical message?
Well, here's her quote. She says, I post myself half naked so that someone who's 10 years younger than me knows that the side butt, that hip dip, that's not abnormal to have. And she says it's okay. It's a voice to be able to say it's beautiful and that's what's okay. So you're right. She's thinking like it's a positive. And you know what, Omar? I don't want you to discourage her. She's encouraging more women to post their bodies on Instagram.
That's my thing, Dave.
Go for it.
Go for it. But
if you're 18 and over, have at it. Whatever makes you happy. Listen, baby pictures,
that's
food, whatever makes you happy.
But that's such a hypocritical statement is my point. It's like, sure, she wants positive, the girls to feel positive about their bodies, but also in the same scenario, she's encouraging like them to be sexualized. That's wrong, in my opinion.
But is it? I mean, listen, none of us are women, so I think we have to be careful
Speak
how
for
we
yourself.
talk about this. Yeah, it's true.
Hey, this is. Could you bring Krista? I want to get Krista in here. I want to get her take.
She's not available right now.
Oh, okay. She's
honestly, she's on a call.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. But you know what? It's like isn't it like if it makes you feel good, like you're an adult, you know what you're putting out there. It's not like you're taking a picture of a prom suit and then people are like, oh my god, look at her boobs or something. That would be sexualizing. You know what I mean? But like if that's you and that's the way you feel and that's how you want to show yourself, more power to you. No? Yes?
I thought Muggs would have an opinion or something here, or he would want to jump in. But if he doesn't, you could just move on to the next story.
What were we talking about?
Yeah. Okay, this one's for Muggs. Oh,
Okay.
do you happen to have the drop? For
Oh, you know
famous
what?
Beer mug drop?
I could find it. Go ahead and talk about the story. I think.
All right. So singer.
Oh, you know what?
Demi
I'm not going to be just replicate it. I'm not going to be able to find it.
Are you going to? Okay, I'll replicate it.
Okay.
All right. Singer
Demi Lovato. That was spot on.
slammed
You were.
a Los Angeles shop, The Big Chill, which is a yogurt shop, for what she called promoting toxic diet culture. Now, what do you think
about
was
this,
this
Dave.
toxic diet culture? Well, I'm glad, Muggs. I'm glad you heard about it. Hey, welcome to the show. What do you think she saw that triggered her? That was so offensive. that
Omar,
like
do you
that
know?
she had to
Listen,
tweet this.
I hate her so much, man. And listen, I don't literally want to punch her in the face, but I want to punch her in the face because, yeah, it was something about there was too many sugar-free options or too many fat-free options or something like that, and she got obsessed.
It was a fucking cookie that said it's sugar-free, and that triggered her. That triggered her because she had an eating disorder.
So why does she go off on Big Chill?
I don't. That sounds funny because like it's the Big Chill because she thinks that she called them a diet. God damn it! I lost my train of thought. What did she call them? A diet. Freaking diet culture vultures. That's what she was calling them.
Diet culture vultures.
Yeah, and then pushing the narratives of like, you need to eat this, you need to eat that, when they're like, no, because on their websites they were telling you like these are for celiac and gluten free. These are the type of stuff we offer for everybody.
Isn't that a great thing? Like to have? Yes.
So you could come to our show and we could include everyone. Here's what's funny is she said that it ruined her. She didn't even get frozen yogurt, man. She did not get frozen yogurt.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me
the Big Chill's like the Big Chill, who is a women-owned business, local, merchant here in Los Angeles, down the block from my apartment, which is, and I've never gone to it, but I think I will go now. They just like, we just want to include everybody. We're sorry that it offended you, and then she apologized and said,
wait a minute, dude. That's the problem with companies today. The Big Chill said, "I'm sorry we offended you." The Big Chill did not do anything right. They were doing everything. Didn't do anything wrong. They did everything right. They had healthy options for people like Beer Mug said, diabetics or people who don't like gluten or can't have that stuff in their diet. They did right by their customers. What the hell are they doing apologizing? Man, in this kind of culture, I hate that companies have to apologize in the public eye.
Here's the thing. They apologized because they DM'd Demi, and they were DMing each other. And Demi's the one who put it out there, So they just apologized personally, like, hey, we're sorry that... And I get what they're saying. They're like, hey, I'm sorry you took offense to that, but let us explain ourselves, which they did. And so they didn't apologize to her publicly because you're right. They did nothing
it was just
wrong.
a DM.
And you know what? Fans of both Demi and the Big Chill have come to the Big Chill's defense and said, Demi, you're in the wrong in this one.
Oh, nice.
We understand that everyone has their problems and everyone has their struggles and their issues, but man, attacking frozen yogurt wasn't it, and it kind of made me laugh. Like I'm
That's
sorry,
not the hill you want to die on. It's a froyo hill.
Exactly. And then she doubled down, and then she finally apologized. But that was something that was in the news, and I thought it was pretty out there.
You know what?
I'm glad.
I'm gonna chalk it up to is probably the time of the month, and you know how ladies are.
Oh, come on, Omar.
You know what? I got it. The next Triller live boxing event will be Demi Lovato versus the Big Chill. Buy it now, $59.99 only on Triller.
All right, Dave. What do you have next? Because I have some thoughts on this next thing, and this
last story
this blows my mind.
Yeah, did you guys know that Travis Barker has a girlfriend and it's Kourtney Kardashian?
What?
How does anybody not know?
Well, yeah, he's in the news now because he is sharing everything on his Instagram. He posted a picture of Kourtney's butt. Which,
Barf.
Okay, thank you.
Oh.
Barf.
Yeah.
Oh,
Barf.
okay.
Dude. Oh, I don't find her attractive at all.
Kourtney.
I find
not
her.
Chloe.
I find both Kourtney and Chloe repulsive human beings, and Kim Kardashian. They're all three
So,
repulsive
all
human
the
beings.
Kardashians.
All the Kardashians. Yes, I find them just repulsive human beings. And I used to think that Travis Barker was
Really?
a stand-up guy. Yeah.
Oh, I love Travis. He's my dude. Listen, this is just because it was her birthday, so he started posting all this stuff of what he did for her. They were on the beach, and he flew a plane and said "Happy Birthday, Courtney," and then posted her sucking his thumb.
That, by the
was
way,
I was
was
like,
hella
yo, dude, I could do
nasty.
without.
Oh, gross, dude.
I could do that. I could do without that one, but Courtney, I think, is the best one out of the three.
Listen,
No?
Dave, you have more insight to this because, correct me if I'm wrong, but you've seen the Keeping Up with the Kardashian series. Maybe not a lot of it, but
I've seen some. It's not something I watch, but I know about it.
and you know about their shenanigans, on the screen and off the screen. And
Yeah.
so, would you consider these Kardashians good people, and would you consider them, good for society?
Oh man, that's a loaded question. Listen, are they good people? Me personally, I would say I don't know them personally, but I'll say what they're doing for society is maybe not the best about like changing your body image and stuff like that. There's things that Kim has done where she's fought for people to be released, and you got to give her props for that from jail and stuff like that. Like she had President Trump's ear, dude, and she went to go get people
but
out of
that's
jail,
because President Trump was probably just
listen,
looking down her blouse. Oh,
you know what?
I mean?
At that point, you know what? I don't care. She did something good for that. So for that moment, that's cool.
Okay, that's one thing. I'll give her that.
Yeah. Chloe, I don't know anything about her other than she got cheated on by Tristan Thompson, has a kid with him, and she's the one who like says like she had a show called Revenge Body and all that. But whatever with her. Courtney has the one who's been like, I never wanted to be a part of this show. She's like the third one. She wasn't very much, but she's the one who punched Kim Kardashian in the face in camera.
She did.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'm going to turn around on
there
her
you go.
then.